and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something different, but everything is different technically because I just started the channel. This is like the third video. I figured we would do a book review. Usually I do my book reviews through Bookstagram, where I like take a picture of the book and then write a whole caption about it, and it takes forever. But I figured it would be easier if I just did it here in a video form. And I just talked about it, because if there's one thing I'm good at, it's talking about books. So let's get started. So let's talk. Well, I'll do the talking, you do the listening. I am doing a review on the Legend series that I recently finished like 2 days ago. Legend. This book was really good. It did take me a while to get into, I'm not gonna lie, but that is because I was in a reading slump. What are words? But once I got into it, I was like, I could not put it down. So well written. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book. The relationship development between Day and June is spot on. Dead. I can't even put it into words. We meet June, and she's born into this like prestigious part of the Republic, and then Day is like born in the lower class, the poverty people, when their worlds like collide. The author did a really fantastic job of writing the differences between the two characters and their views. The characters each had their own separate voice. It was easy to tell which character's point of view I was reading from. It didn't sound exactly the same. I really loved it. Prodigy, which is book 2. This book literally wrecked me. I don't know, I was reading it and I was like, this is so good. Spoiler alert, Day and June are on the run from the Republic because June helped Day escape. Now they join this group called the Patriots. They're tasked to kill the new elector, which is like the president or whatever. That basically sets up the whole plot of this book. For a second there, I was worried there was going to be a love triangle, but much to my happiness, it wasn't like that bad. It makes sense that they used that to like make the whole plot move forward. The ending of this book, the ending, I don't know what to say. I was in school. I was like gonna cry in the middle of class. But whoa, it literally ripped out my heart. But overall, I really love this book. I generally don't reread.
There's nothing to read.
Siri. But I would definitely reread these books because they're so good. And now, honestly, this book might be my favorite out of the series, which is ironic because Champion made me ugly cry so hard. So hard. Painful. The whole book is painful. And if you don't cry, then how? Like I can't imagine one person reading through this and not crying. I mean, even in the beginning, it was so hard. Like just everything. There was so much foreshadowing and suspense, and I was like, I can't do this. I just wanted to sob the whole book. From page 320 something to wherever this ends is literal
emotional, damn it.
Like my heart was racing, my palms are sweaty, and I was just sitting on my bed like, oh my gosh, this is the end. What am I gonna do? Spoiler alert, huge spoiler, so I swear if you don't like skip over this part right now, it's for your own good. I literally thought Day was gonna die. Like, I for real thought he was gonna die. From the beginning of the book, I swear, I literally thought he was gonna die. That's why I was crying. Okay, spoiler, done. I will refrain from doing any more of those, but Whoa, how? I mean, how? I honestly don't think I've ever like ugly cried that hard to a book before. I've read Crooked Kingdom, and I have read The Fault in Our Stars and All the Bright Places and 5 Feet Apart. I have read all of those books, and I promise you, I sobbed like someone who just had their whole family murdered. But this book, painful to read. Why is this book my favorite out of the whole series? And I can't answer that with a complete sentence because it just is. Books that make me cry generally get higher ratings. I just really like books that make me cry. And that's kind of insane. I loved this book. If you haven't read this series, I highly recommend you do.
Here are some TV shows, sorted by recommendation. The After Party, The Book of Boba Fett.
Siri, can you not? But I highly recommend you read this series. There is no reason that you shouldn't. Between all 3 of these books, there is not one dull moment. The series is definitely one of my favorites now. And of course, if you are hurt with the ending of Champion like I was, I highly recommend you read Rebel. It takes place after all of these books and added at least 25 years onto my life. So that is my review of the Legend series. I hope you enjoyed hearing my thoughts about it. I'll see you next time.